So, I guess you've been hearing about a project we're doing, as if we don't have enough to do, but I'm so thankful that we get to do this. I'm going to miss the big beams on the outside of the house, but we're closing in the front porch. We're going to make it into a sunroom. And right now we've got it all framed out. We got a big pretty front door that on both sides, the door opens up. Excuse me. Opens up and got a screen there. Both sides. So you can get a big airflow when you want it. We've got 7 windows in it. We're going to leave the beams exposed on the inside. We've got some kind of old weathered looking siding we're going to put on the inside. We have had this in the works and the plans for, I don't know, at least a year, if not longer. We were waiting on our Mennonite carpenters. They just got done building a house for my older brother. They've got houses lined up, and it was time on the list for me. So we've been gathering up things for a while now, trying to get everything together to get it done. And they just worked on it this week off and on. And I'm guessing they'll get it finished next week. We'll go out and look at the outside. So that's what I've been doing every night. I've been cleaning up, trying to keep stuff out of their way. You can see the scrap lumber out here I've got to clean up today, all out across here. We were going to use lumber siding, but we ended up using what they call the LP Smart siding, and we're going to paint it. Not that I'm a big fan of having to paint things, but they had to fix the top step of the porch so we didn't step out the door and have a big step to fall down. That's why them steps are going to be new looking on top and the old steps on the bottom. I'm going to miss the beam outside look on the porch, but it's going to be okay. We're building this partially for just to have a little more room when the weather's bad. But one of the biggest things we're doing, we can regulate our heat. If the weather gets really, really bad, we can shut this room off if we need to. It's not going to have no plumbing in it. But our little cabin with the big cook stove will run us out of there sometimes at night. It gets so hot. We always got windows open. So we'll be able to open these doors at night into this room and open windows in this room if we need to. And we're going to regulate our heat a little better. Plus have a sunroom. All weather sunroom. No matter what the weather is, we can sit in there and look outside. And I'm going to say, just kind of guessing, I figure they're going to pretty much get finished next week. I figure another week's work. And this is something that I wanted. By closing in this porch, took away my wood space. So I didn't want to have to try to carry in the front door and put it in the floor and what have you. I want a little more convenient than that. So I could put a night and a day's burning of wood. So you're gonna be able to come from the outside. You're gonna be able to come from the outside, and there'll be a wood box here on the inside. And I'll be able to put me a day and a night's wood inside, where I won't have to come outside all the way down and carry it all the way in the house every time. I'm going to miss it when we get a big snow. I used to put a lot on the porch when a big snow was coming. But it'll be all right. That'll make it a little more convenient right there. Now these windows are trimmed in cypress. I bought some cypress lumber. And also that's what that door is made out of, is cypress. And the way things are nowadays, it's hard to get, everything is so high and it's so hard to get dried lumber without paying an outrageous price if you can find it. So I ended up buying this lumber. It's been sawed and I've had it stacked for a little while, trying to let it dry. And so we're using it on the outside. So we may have to wait till spring before we put any stain. We're probably gonna put a darker stain. The outside of the house is gonna be a gray, and my wife is wanting red doors. She's always wanted red doors. So she's gonna get red doors. And like I say, the outside will be gray. And we'll probably stain the trim around the windows and such will be in a darker stain. So this is what we got going on. And we'll talk more about it as time goes on. I've got to get busy and get some of this cleaned up today. We'll see you later.
Okay, y'all had to forgive the way I look. I have been up, barely brushed my hair, but I've got breakfast cooked. This is Saturday morning, and my little granddaughter's here. I've been trying to clean house, do laundry, strip the beds, made chocolate gravy and biscuits this morning. And I think it's a little before 10 o'clock now, and we're fixing to go out and start cleaning on the yard and get things kind of cleaned up, looking better for the winter time. But I wanted to bring y'all in here because this is something that we have added to our cabin. Can you see how light it is in here? We have our Mennonite friends have come in that built this cabin, and they put me a skylight in. I think it's a 2x4. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, and that's the size they said I needed for here in the kitchen and through the cabin. I wanted this for natural light, for one thing, but for the main thing is, you know, it's going to save on electricity for one thing. And another thing, if we ever have to go off grid, this is going to give us so much light in this house. This is a good investment. It's from, let's see. I'll have to put the name of it down in the description box because it's an Amish built skylight. It's Star something. And I'll put the company name, and I'll put the state in which they're located and everything in case anybody's interested in this skylight. They're very affordable. The Mennonite put it in for me. Like I said, they're Amish built. And who knows best about being off grid than the Amish? And they use these skylights for their shops, their homes, everything. And I can't give you a lot of information on it, but I am going to get the information on it in case anybody's interested. So if you are, just leave your comment down below and say, yes, I'm interested in it, and we'll try to get a little bit more information on it. But anyways, I'm going to show you all the skylight, and I'm going to show you how much light it puts in this cabin. It's unreal. So I'm going to put you up here where y'all can see it. Okay, this is the skylight. Like I said, it's a 2x4, I'm pretty sure. And anybody that's watched my videos before pretty much knows my kitchen, because I'm going to bring y'all down and show y'all that it's over my bar my stove. And you see how light it is? I mean, is that not unreal? Look at the light it puts over there in that area. It don't just shine down like in a square. The lens that's on the bottom of this, it has prisms on it. And that kind of just distributes that light out everywhere. And you see over here, the light I've got over my sink, because I don't have a window in front of my sink. Whenever y'all see it, I've got my light on. But I mean, this thing puts out so much light. Y'all excuse my house. My little granddaughter's here. She's been over here. She's been cooking over here. You can see we've been making biscuits. But you see how much light it distributes just in the dining room. It distributes quite a bit over my wood cook stove so I can see to cook without turning lights on. Quite a bit of it's distributed over there in the sitting area. Then you pan around over here. I want you to look at the light it puts out. Now I know people are saying, oh, that puts out a lot of light in your pantry. But I may have to put me some curtains up. So that's an issue I'm not worried about. So anyways, I wanted to show y'all. And we are going to be changing our lights out too over my sink. But that is the skylight that was put in. And you see how much light it puts out. And I think it's about 10, I don't know, I'll have to look, see what time it is here in Arkansas. There she is, she's cooking again. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, it's 10:20. So you can see the light that's in here at 10:20 in the morning. And I'll tell you something else you can see. That's why we're going to be taking these lights down. One of the reasons, you see the dust on top of them. And of course, I cook right over that. So a lot of the grease comes up there and really makes them tacky. And that's why I'm going to take these. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my lights up. I'm going to bring them on up higher, and then I'm going to put different lights up. You just can't keep them clean. But yeah, I'll have to put curtains over there on the shelving of my pantry, which is okay. Because I'm loving this natural light. Daystar. That's the name of it, Daystar. Yeah, Amish built. Daystar. I'll get more information on it. Okay guys, our next update. The room should be getting close to being done or done. One or the other. Shouldn't it, Mr. Brown?
It should be. We're supposed to have some rain, so we'll see.
Hey, look at all that light that's on you.
I know, it makes... Look at that. My head's shining.
We'll see y'all guys in a couple of days, so y'all stay tuned. We got more cooking and more homestead stuff. God bless everybody. Bye, Mr. Brown.
Bye.